MVC. We discussed that ASP.NET MVC main feature is separation of code. So what do you mean by separation of code? We are going to discuss it. MVC based applications are separated the model from view. Model means it will contain which logic? Data access logic. Model will contain data access logic. Okay, it will be separating from the view. View will contain the presentation logic. Due to this separation of code, application can develop easily because a team can work on model, another team can work on view, and single application development we can split into 3 parts. This is called separation of code. Finally, we can say in MVC, separation of code means application development will be divided into how many parts, guys? 3 parts. Let me show you. Already you know about this 3 parts. Let me show you with small diagrammatical representation about this. Observe the project. Observe the screen, all of you. See, here you have a database. Here you have database. Let us assume this is our database. DB. So, who are going to develop by the DB? Database is going to develop by the SQL developer. Okay. Here you will have end user. End user will give the request. Request to whom? End user will give the request to whom? Come on. End user will give the request to for browser to controller. Based on the request, controller will communicate either view or
model.
Either view or what is this? Or model. Model will communicate the database. So and base response controller may get from either view. Controller may get response from the model. Whatever response is received from the model will give to the view. View will prepare the output, and output again will give to the controller. Controller will give to the end user with the help of browser. This is happening in MVC. In MVC, total application part will be divided into 3 parts. Now here you will have which logic. Model will contain which logic? Data access logic. Okay. Now view will contain which logic? UI logic. And controller will contain which logic? Come on. Controller will contain execution logic. Okay. So like that, what is happening in MVC? Application development will be splitting into 3 parts. So this is called separation of code. Data access logic is not depending on UI logic. UI logic is not depending on data access logic. One team will work on view. One team will work on model. Are you clear? So this is called, and one team will work on controller. 3 teams are working together. This is called separation of code in ASP.NET MVC. I hope you are clear about this. Understood all of you? Yeah. Now next